Good afternoon, and I'm Paul reporting for Life, the Basic Manual. Welcome. This is a short talk on a subject that some of you might go, yes, I love this subject, finances, money, financial success, in comparison to some of you that are going to be like, oh God, I don't want to talk about finances, so turn it off. But I'm one of those people that I don't make a ton of money. But I can tell you that what I do make and how I do spend it, I know where it goes. And so you've all heard that phrase, it's not how much you make, it's how you spend it. And so I'm certainly not, if you're making $300,000 a year, turn this video off right now. This is not for you. But for everybody else, I'm kidding. Everybody can watch the video. But really, I'm talking about responsibility. I'm talking about finances. I'm talking about your attitude toward finances. And there's the spirit principle of discipline, and responsibility in there too. I think that having a little bit of a plan for your finances is important, and one of the things that you can do, number one, is don't hide everything and close down and shelter yourself from the world and your finances. Like a lot of people just kind of put their finances in their bank account. They never really talk to anybody about it. They're kind of in the dark. They might not be saving, or if they are, they're guilty because they're not saving enough and they don't know really what they're doing, and don't do that. I did that for many years, and what I found was I need to break out of this, and I don't want to have this like guilt or confusion about what I'm doing with my money. I know where it's going, but I want to help it grow some too. And so what I decided to do a few years ago is to really start looking at what it's going to take for me to develop more financial stability. So some of the things that I learned were this. Number one, having a financial consultant can be a very, very positive thing. And the folks in the bleachers, some are going to say, no, you're going to pay stuff, you're going to pay them a fee, don't do that, you're throwing your money away. A lot of my friends that do really well, the ones that do make about $300,000, that they're probably not watching, they go to financial planners. And when I ask them, well, how's it been going? And they say, it's going great. We're earning all this money that we never would have had. Yeah, we pay them a fee because they're doing their job. And so it's going well. And the other thing that you might want to do, again, is if you go to a financial planner and you don't like him or her, then don't do anything with them. Just interview them and then move on maybe to another person. That's actually what we did. I interviewed somebody about 3 years ago. I didn't really like them all that much. I really wasn't completely comfortable with investing. And then I met another fellow about a year ago, and we decided to go ahead and take that step. And even though we're paying a little fee for the money that we're investing, it's nice to have an expert in our side of the field, with us, that's helping us make decisions and plan for our future. So now, I know you financial planners like this video, right? But it's true though, I think it's a good deal, and I don't mind paying a little bit in order to be able to have a future that has a little bit of a plan in place. The other thing, really quick, the other things that I've learned is this: don't make emotional decisions about your finances. Take a look at everything. Try and pay things off that have the highest percentage rate. You might get excited about paying on your house or paying on your car more, but if your credit card's at 12 or 14% and your car is at 8% or 6%, don't try and pay your car off early. You need to attack the credit card and pay that down. The other thing that you can do is you can kind of take a look and have, I'm going to say it, I know you don't want to hear it, but that word, yep, having a budget, having some guidelines, how about that? It's better. Having kind of an idea, look, what am I willing to spend, to go out to dinner and movies and shows and those kinds of things, kind of put a price on that and take a look at where you're going with it rather than being oblivious to it. So paying off things that have a higher interest rate is one good place to start. Having a little bit of discipline and maybe putting some money away every month would also be another good place to start. And you might think, oh, I don't have very much and I hate putting money away and it never builds and something always comes up and then it takes the money out. And look, yes, life happens and things do happen, but you can't have that kind of attitude where you give up. You got to just hang in there and kind of really just kind of maintain this mentality like I'm saving and that's what I do. I save. Because then you can find happiness in other ways in your life. You don't have to the only way I'm happy is if I'm going out to dinner and going to a movie and going here and going there and spending money, and that's not the way to find happiness. Really, I think having some financial stability and then focusing on other ways to be able to be happy and to have fun is kind of a better way to finding a little bit of balance. And then, there are other things that you can do too. Really try and work on and be successful at your career. Work on how you can be an important part to the company or place that you work for. Try and get a promotion or get maybe a second part-time job. But look for ways to be creative so that you can earn a little bit more money or save a little bit more money than you have. It's a nice feeling to know that you have, even a few thousand in the bank if you've never had that before, and it's nice to know also that at least we're making the effort to do the right thing rather than just kind of mentally giving up and allowing ourselves to spend everything we have every month. Truly living paycheck to paycheck is not the best way to do it, and you want to have a kind of a backup plan. Anyway, so thanks for listening. I'm Paul with Life the Basic Manual. Have a great day. I hope that helps.